everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. I'm going to create a card similar to this one, and this is using the ground rectangles to create the main base, but I'm also using the cherry blossoms. Now you might have bought this and used it lots in the summer, but don't put this away because this can always be used throughout the year to add to your cards. So this is the same die. This is used on a flowery card for maybe a summer birthday, but we're also going to use this die and turn it into a winter card. I'm going to turn it into a wreath for Christmas. Now I've created my base from the grand rectangles, and I'm going to do this card in red and white. I've cut myself some mats and layers for the front, and the top one has been embossed in the music notes embossing folder from Crafter's Companion, and that's going to sit along there. And I've done another panel which I've wrapped with the ribbon that I'm going to use, and that's inside the card. Now the only other thing I've done is from 2 circle dies I've created myself a circle frame. Now my mats are all glued in place, but from the white card and the glitter card I've cut myself lots and lots of the branches, and there's 3 different dies there for branches, so I've cut all those shapes out in both cards. Now this is my frame, and I know it's not straight. My film crew's just pointed out to me that it's not a very good circle, but you won't see it once it's added to the card. So I've put foam pads on the back, and I'm going to sit that round about there. And I've also cut myself a sentiment which I'm going to put another frame round, and that's going to sit in the middle of the wreath. Now once you have this glued in place, you're going to start layering in your branches, and those are the branches that I've cut, but I'm going to start with the plain ones first, and I'm just going to add these around the edge of the card, and I'm turning them round. I know it cuts that way, but I'm turning them round so that they fit around my circle, and I'm just going to glue all these in place. And they're going to cover your framework, and I'm tucking them under the other branches so that they all come along the sides. And then once you've done all the plain ones, you can then start adding in your glitter ones and let them sit on the top of your framework. So I'm now going to put the glitter ones in along there, and I'm leaving all these spidery branches for the end, and these are the long ones. These are too big, so I've chopped these down to make smaller pieces. Now once I have those in place, I'm going to add in the spidery ones, and I'm going to put those so that they're in a different area to the join. There's the join of those 2, so I'm going to put this one further down, and I'm going to carry on filling all the gaps in with the spidery branches so that the wreath is then covered. And with the big ones, with the long ones, I'm just going to chop some of that off and use the smaller pieces to fill the gaps in. So once I've got those in place, from the ribbon that I'm going to use, I've tied myself a bow and I've left long tails on it. So I'm just going to pop that in at the top of the wreath, and that's going to sit along there. And then using a cocktail stick or a barbecue stick, I'm just going to twirl the ribbon around the stick, and then I'm going to add it in place along there, and I'm going to do the same with the other side. And and that will just leave me some nice curly tails to my ribbon. Now for the centre of the bow I have just a little dazzler. It's going to sit there, and then I'm going to take these holly sprigs, and these are from Anna Marie Designs, and I'm just going to cut off the sprigs, and all I'm going to do then is just glue them to the front of the card, just push them into the wreath all the way around, and those will just be the finishing touch along each side. And then I thought in the corner we'd add some more pearls, but I'll glue these in place and come back to you shortly. So what I've done is I've added some pearls down there to hold the wreath up. I've put some in the corner just for a little bit of decoration, and then on the wreath itself I'm just going to place the odd one just to look like some baubles on the wreath. So I'm just going to place them along there, and I've put two up there. I think we'll put one more along here. And now I can add all that to the front of my card. So there you have 3 very pretty cards, all using the Cherry Blossoms die from Spellbinders. One is a summer idea, the other 2 turn the branches into a holly wreath ready for Christmas. Merry Christmas everybody.